You know that dream of having a garden that's just always blooming, no matter what time of year it is? Well, today, we're diving into the secret behind making that happen. We're talking about an absolutely magnificent flowering tree that puts on a show all year round. So let's get into it.
No, seriously, just take a second and actually picture that. No more waiting around for spring to finally show up, no more looking at a dreary, colorless yard in the winter. Instead, you get a constant, vibrant explosion of color right outside your door every single day. Sounds pretty amazing, right? Well, guess what? It's not a dream. We're going to show you how to make it your reality.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the sheer spectacle we're dealing with here. And I'm not just talking about a plant that gives you a few extra flowers. Oh no, this thing completely tears up the seasonal rulebook. It's a true giant in the gardening world, one that puts on a jaw-dropping performance 365 days a year.
I just love this, because it really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? That deep down desire we all have for something beautiful in our gardens that just lasts. And this plant we're talking about today, it's literally the key.
Okay, so what is this miracle plant? I know, the suspense is killing you. Well, the wait is over. It is time to officially introduce you to the star of the show. And I have a feeling it's about to become your garden's new best friend.
Everybody meet the giant flower tree. Its scientific name, Hibiscus grandiflorus eternus, actually gives us a little hint. That eternus part, it points to its eternal or year-round blooming. It's a perennial, which means it'll come back year after year. But its real claim to fame, its superpower, is that incredible ability to just pump out these huge, stunning flowers nonstop.
And here's the kicker. For how amazing it is, its needs are so simple. This tree can shoot up to a staggering 15 feet tall. It absolutely loves soaking up the sun, and it only needs a moderate amount of water. Plus, it basically rolls out the welcome mat for pollinators. We're talking butterflies and hummingbirds all over the place. And maybe the best part of all? It's ridiculously low maintenance. Seriously, this is maximum beauty for minimum effort.
So of course, once you have one of these beauties, you're gonna want more, right? Who wouldn't? And that brings us to our next part, the practical magic. We are gonna walk through step by step how you can create brand new trees from the one you already have, making sure you get what the original source promised, many roots.
And don't worry, you won't need a science lab for this. The toolkit is about as simple as it gets. You just need a cutting from a healthy parent plant, some clean shears, a little bit of rooting hormone, that's like a vitamin boost for baby roots, and a simple pot with some good soil. Honestly, you probably got most of this stuff lying around already.
Okay, let's break down step 1, getting your cutting. You're looking for what's called a semi-hardwood stem, so not the super new, flimsy green growth, and not the old, tough, woody part, but something right in between. You'll make a nice, clean 6-inch cut right below a leaf node. You know, that little bump on the stem where a leaf is growing from. Then just gently strip off the bottom leaves, leaving just 2 or 3 at the very top. This is super important because it tells the cutting, hey, stop worrying about these leaves and focus all your energy on growing roots.
Now for the fun part, getting those roots to grow. First, dip the cut end in a little water, which just helps the rooting hormone powder stick to it. Then, plant that cutting about 2 inches deep into your pot. Give it a really good drink of water, and then find it a nice home, someplace warm, with bright light, but not direct scorching sun. From here on out, your main job is just to keep the soil moist, not soaking wet, but never totally dry. That's the sweet spot that's going to encourage a whole bunch of healthy new roots to form.
Now you might be thinking, why the semi-hardwood stem? Why not the new green ones? And that's a great question. While it's true that those younger stems can sometimes root a little faster, they are way more likely to just rot. The semi-hardwood cuttings, on the other hand, are just tougher. They're more resilient and they have a much higher success rate. So for the best shot at a new plant, they're definitely the way to go.
So we've talked about what the tree is, and we've talked about how to make more of them. But now, let's circle back to the best part, the why. This is the payoff. This is what that tiny bit of effort gets you, your very own ever-blooming garden.
365. That is how many days a year you can expect to see flowers on this tree. And that is not an exaggeration. That is the incredible promise of this plant. It is like having a living, breathing work of art in your garden that changes its masterpiece every single day.
And really, this is the whole point. That simple little process of taking a cutting, which, takes maybe 10 minutes, is one of the best investments you will ever make. It is a tiny little bit of work up front that pays you back with a lifetime of stunning, nonstop, effortless beauty. It's a game changer.
So all of this leaves just one final question. That sunny spot by your back fence? The empty corner of the patio that needs some life? Maybe a huge pot right on the deck. Just close your eyes for a second and picture it. Where will your ever-blooming tree grow?